Hello, welcome, or welcome back. Forgive me, I look a little homeless, but I couldn't help but post some high quality content for you guys. Okay, I just had the itch, and so now we're here, and I'm making a tier list, and it's gonna be on side characters in video games, right? So you probably recognize these faces. You probably know who these characters are. If you don't, uh, go play a game, figure it out. But starting off here, we have Clank from Ratchet and Clank. Now, if the world was crumbling, if a meteor was falling from the sky, I would not trust anyone other than Clank. I'd be a little baby in his arms, and he'd hold me and say nice things. S tier. The cool thing about robots is if he had, a USB port on him, I could probably plug in my phone if my phone was dying. But other than that, he seems like a cool guy. And, he's a really good person. Robot, not person. But I like him. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Another thing I should mention about Clank is he has a W vocabulary. He reminds me of my friend David the way he talks, and every single punchline hits.
Check it out. Looks like somebody's a big fan of Courtney Gears.
Courtney who?
Come on, remember that bombshell handing out prizes on Annihilation Nation?
Ah, yes. Her specifications were remarkable.
Yeah, well, she's not the hottest pop star in the galaxy because of her singing.
That is odd.
Luigi. This is controversial, but he's going into B tier. I don't think he's that cool. Alright, I think he's cooler than Mario, but just because he's an iconic character doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to put him into S tier. I think he has better games than Mario, okay? I'm sorry. Luigi's Mansion is legitimately way cooler than just the normal, regular, vanilla platformer that Mario is. I know you guys are going to get mad. You're going to get tilted, whatever. I don't care. Luigi is cooler than Mario. I don't know if it's the color of shirt he has. I don't know if he has a cooler mustache or if it's because he's taller. I couldn't tell you. It's just something about him is genuinely way cooler than Mario. Next up is probably the most annoying character in not just video games, but all of fiction. Paimon. Straight to D tier. Unfortunately, I have the bad news to tell you that I did try out Genshin Impact probably about 4 years ago. It was a very dark time in my life, and although the gameplay wasn't necessarily awful, Paimon's voice was horrendous. Every second of every day, she just felt the need to constantly be chirping, and not only was she chirping, it was like ear-piercingly annoying. Like, she was like, Paimon thinks that we should do this. Paimon thinks that... Paimon needs to shut the fuck up. Okay? I genuinely gets me shaking mad thinking about that dumb creature. Alright? That's not like a person, it's not a little girl. I don't know what it is. Okay? It's a demon in disguise dressed up like a little angel chick. I don't know what she is, but she needs to go. Alright, now that I got that off my chest, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi from Lego Star Wars. Obi-Wan Kenobi from Lego Star Wars is going into S tier. I love Lego Star Wars, and I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love Lego Star Wars. Okay, it is a childhood memory game for me thing, right? Same as Ratchet and Clank. But I just need you guys to close your eyes, okay? Just close your eyes, and nope, they're not closed. I see you. They're not fucking closed. Alright, now that your eyes are closed, imagine a young little RyanSleeps waking up early in the morning to play Lego Star Wars. First thing he does when he logs on is he swaps off of Qui-Gon Jinn and goes straight to Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, who likes Qui-Gon Jinn? Realistically, Qui-Gon Jinn is a lame excuse for a Jedi Master. But anyways, that's a topic for discussion another time. We have Alex from Minecraft, and I think she goes to C tier because she's just really boring. I think there could have been a different, side protagonist, side character thing for Minecraft. I think they could have done better than Alex, but over the years, she's become too iconic to replace. But compared to some of these other side characters, I don't even know that Alex belongs in the same toilet bowl that they shit in. You can hate all you want, but I just say it how it is. I mean, really. Next up is Jonah Jameson. I'm putting him into A tier just because he has this beautiful shit-talking ability. This guy is literally the Joe Rogan of the Spider-Man universe, but instead of spewing weird facts and weird shit on his podcast, he just spews hatred for Spider-Man the whole time. He's just slandering Spider-Man. He's like, that idiot Spider-Man pissed on my front yard this morning. And it's like, bro, relax. What does Spider-Man do to you, bro? I just know that Jonah Jameson in his prime would have absolutely slaughtered a Call of Duty lobby. He would have made that shit look like it was daycare. This guy is honestly a legend, alright? And next up, I gotta make sure Kyra's not watching me. She's not. She doesn't see this. Catwoman. Catwoman goes to S tier. For my own reasons. Okay. It's just she's really cool and I'm just gonna move on. Mugman. Mugman is also going into S tier because Cuphead is my favorite game of all time, so automatically Mugman has to go up there. Now, you'll catch me dead before you'll catch me playing as Mugman, but I think he is a perfect like side character, player 2 character, and I don't know if I could have thought of anything better myself. I think he captures everything that Cuphead needs to capture, and I don't really have any more glaze left for him, okay? That's basically all I need to say. He's really cool. I'm going to put Mayor Lewis in C tier from Stardew Valley. Mayor Lewis is deceivingly evil. Well, not evil, but he's very, like, selfish. You start off the game and he's really nice, and he's like, oh, yay, super epic new farmer guy here. And he's, like, really friendly. And then it starts getting weird, right? And then you eventually find, like, a gold statue buried underground, and it's, like, a gold statue of him, and they're like, oh, this is where all the funds went. And it's like, oh, that's weird. Aside from that lore bomb, he is significantly cooler than Paimon and Alex, actually, because you can put his underwear in the soup. I think that's really cool. I think that's his best feature, actually, is that you can put his underwear in the soup. But anyways, we're going to Tails, which is actually going to be above Paimon. Spoiler alert, nothing is going below Paimon on this list because Paimon is just absolutely the bane of my existence. Tails is just also annoying. I don't really like his character design. I know, hate me. I don't care if it's iconic. I don't like his character design. I just don't like him. I don't like Tails. I mean, the Sonic games are cool, but that's all I really have to say about it. I just don't like Tails. Next up is Claptrap. I think it would be an actual sin if I put Claptrap anywhere other than S tier, but I'm putting him under Clank. Like way under Clank because Clank is just 10 times better than Claptrap. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Clank is literally the greatest robot in gaming fiction. Tom Nook comes up next. If it wasn't for how goddamn cute he was, he would be in D tier, but he's got to go in A tier. He overcharges people. It's an absolute yap fest every time I enter his store, but he's extremely cute and he's iconic and I like him. I just like the way he looks at me. He looks like he smoked a fat blunt and he's just looking at me like, I just like it, okay? Hate me all you want. I don't care. Tom Nook, he's the man. Professor Oak, without Professor Oak, I wouldn't have gotten my starter Pokemon, but other than that, I would have, went to bed, shit, wake up, all the same without him in existence. My point is, it doesn't matter if he's here or not. It doesn't matter. It would have been a different professor giving me a Pokemon. My point is, he's easily replaceable. He's a nice guy because he gave me Pokemon, my starters. Next up is Sadie Adler. Now, looking at how much we've stacked here in S tier, she can't go into S tier. I know. Dude, I've played Red Dead Redemption 2. I love the game. But I'm going to spoil it right now. Bonnie MacFarlane, she's going into S tier. Bonnie MacFarlane is 10 times better than Sadie Adler. I'm sorry. I can't even believe I just said that out loud. Bonnie MacFarlane's relationship with John Marston is so much better than what people compare Arthur and Sadie. Like, I love Bonnie and John together. Although John's married, I don't care. I would replace Abigail with Bonnie MacFarlane in a heartbeat. But when they compare Sadie to Arthur, it's like, she called him honey once. She's like, will you do it for me, honey? And she like hands him the gun. And everyone's like, oh my God, Arthur and Sadie. Oh my God, they're so cute. It's like, bro, can we relax? Can we not act like Arthur and Mary Linton is not the cutest thing in the world? We're going to replace her with Sadie Adler. I mean, come on. Sadie Adler is cool enough in her own right that she doesn't need Arthur to really boost her up any higher. She's just a badass gunslinger chick. She's not afraid to grab the world by the balls and just, like, do what she needs to do to make it by. And I think Red Dead Redemption 3, everyone's like, oh, we want to see Jack Marston. I think it would be cool to have a female protagonist and have it be Sadie Adler because Sadie Adler is so badass. And it would be cool to follow the events of Red Dead Redemption 2 and to see what happens after the epilogue in Red Dead Redemption 2. That said, I want to put, like, I could put most of these, like, I could justify putting Jonah Jameson in S tier, but I have to be kind of strict here, or else there's no point of the tier list. Next up is Sparx from Spyro. I really don't care about him. I'm not connected to him at all. I don't care. So I'm actually going to put him below Alex, almost in D tier, but I just don't have any hatred for him, so I can't put him in D tier. And then we got Headmaster Ambrose, the guy, when he hits me with the, "Are you a boy or a girl?" when you first enter. Love that guy. He hits me with the spells. He's like, "My visions are failing me." And then you take the test. He puts you in your class. He helps you. He's like, he could easily beat Gandalf and the other fucking Dumbledore. He could beat both of them. Okay, alone, solo them. He is insanely powerful. Also, childhood nostalgia. Okay, that's also a factor. And lastly, we have Yoshi. Yoshi is just a better version of Luigi, okay? Just a better version of Luigi. I don't think he deserves A tier, though, because just Mario in general, you'll catch me dead before you catch me at a Mario convention. I'm not the biggest Mario fan. My friend Roy, he's a big Mario fan, but he's about it. Him and a bunch of other crayon-munching toddlers. I'm just not big into Mario. I'm sorry. I get why you might like it, but I just wasn't a big Nintendo kid when I was little. But yeah, anyway, that's my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please go into the description and join the Discord. Honestly, that means more than any like or subscription that you guys give me. Just join the Discord. I love talking to you guys and hanging out. That honestly is the most fun part of doing this YouTube thing. And without further ado, something. Okay, goodbye.